Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let me play my theme song. We cannot start the day off without the theme song. All right. So let's just say happy Friday. I'm so glad that you all are here with me. I'm your girl, Madam President. I do this every day, weekday, Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I had a little bit of malfunction this morning. I had a little bit of a delay, so why we're starting a little bit behind. But all that to say, we are here now. I'm not going to have a very long show today. Dr. Wes Watkins, he comes on at 10, as well as Constance Carter comes on at 11. Do not forget, this is brought to you by theflynubianmoney.com. This is where you go if you want to grow. This is where you go when you want to get your mind up and you want to get your money up. I was looking for content yesterday. I was looking for content this morning. And a lot of the content is really consistent with, what's happening. So one or two stories can go very long, like the story about Don Robinson. People are still talking about that, chiming in on that. Jermaine Dupri hopped in on that, but I decided I don't want to stay on that. The story that really got me going was the fact that this NFL player, Normani, the singer, NFL player, they proposed, he's signed with the Steelers, and they showing a lot of Black love. And you already know Black love is a revolutionary act. So I'm very pro Black love. So I wanted to show you some of the things that I saw. I'm going to share with you right here that kind of had my mind going, woohoo for them. Let me show you right here.
Joe Kills for helping me put all this together. Killer Nation, DK Metcalf here. Can't wait to put on the black and gold. Just once, shout out to my agent and mini agent, Grayson and Joe Kills, for helping me put all this together. Shout out to my beautiful fiance, man, for being here with me. But can't wait to step on the field, man, with the rest of the Black and Gold Nation. Peace out.
All right, that was so good. He got that big old smile, put them diamonds on the side of the teeth. He said, that man, he got that money. He said, we signed that contract. But I thought that was funny. But I was very happy to see, the connection. Because, we live in a society right now where the disconnection is what is fueling a lot of conversation online, the 50-50 conversation and all those different elements. So when you see young, rich Black folks that's living in their dream, don't forget living in their dream now, because not everybody gets the opportunity to live in their dream. They live in their dream and they decide to connect and love on each other. Give that a round of applause. All right, let me go ahead and I'm engineering, okay? Whether you want to give me props or not, I'm engineering around here. Also, don't forget to let me know where you're from, Let me know where you're from in the chat. I want to show you something else too. So according to what I saw, it was Russell Wilson and Sierra that introduced the two. Take a look at this right here. You see it? If you can see it, put Russell Wilson in the chat. If you can see it, put Russell Wilson in the chat. If you can see it, put Russell Wilson in the chat. When they got engaged, they called Russell Wilson and Sierra to give them the news. Now, let me just say this, because this is big dog stuff. This big dog, this ain't little dog talk. This big dog talk. Who your friends introduce you to, what your friends are about. is so essential to your own personal elevation. You know what? My partner just texted me and I forgot to pray. So let me take a moment really quickly because that's important to me. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for waking us up this morning. Thank you for allowing us to see this day. We just ask for your continuous protection, God. We ask for your favor. We ask for your peace. In your name we pray. Amen. All right. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. So, as I was saying about Russell Wilson, he introduced the two of them. And let me just show you, let me read to what Russell Wilson said. All right. If you can see it, put Russell Wilson in the chat because y'all got to talk to me. I'm not saying you all type Russell Wilson, none of that. You know, put ring in the chat. If that's just too much to ask, put ring in the chat. Okay. Just put ring in it. All right. So just to see that you all see what I see because I'm about to read what it says. So it says, Russell Wilson and I knew when we introed y'all 3 years ago, love was truly in the air. Now y'all gonna be booed up forever. This was the best news. And they added one another. We love y'all so much. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? When you are connected to a community of lovers, that means that you all are not alone in your process and your journey of trying to figure things out. Now, people ain't going to take on your mess, but here's the reality. Think about this. They connected each other with good intentions. Think about how many times somebody came to you with some bull, some BS. If you're a woman, people are trying to hook you up with people that's married. That's let me tell you, that's a bottom feeder behavior. You cannot have anything prosperous if your hands are in the garbage. If you want to elevate, you need both of your arms in the air. That means that you can't be dealing with mess nonsense, even if your friends bring it to you. Oh, girl, I ain't doing nothing. We just hooking up. We just having sex. Okay, girl. Like, whatever. But when you get some friends that care about your real well-being, they don't want to see you self-destruct. They don't want to see you with nobody who just gonna be raw dogging you and having you sad for the next 2 years. Your friends, your real friends don't want to see that for you. Your dogs, your homeboys, he don't want to see you banging the one that everybody got 4 different baby daddies, and you gonna be the 5th. And like, come on, your real dogs, they want to see you with somebody that's going to elevate you. They want to see you with somebody that's going to help you prosper, see you win, go to the next level in your life. Well, let me just tell you something. All right, so I asked Chat, because you know, me and Chat, we talk. I'm like, yo, Chat, I have a question about Black evolution, Black love, and what it means for the community and what it does from the component of wealth. So Black love, when viewed through the lens of community and economic empowerment, can significantly contribute to wealth creation in several impactful ways. Building financial stability. Couples who share similar cultural backgrounds and experiences can better support each other in navigating financial systems that may otherwise marginalize them. By pooling resources, sharing financial goals, and supporting each other's career ambitions, Black couples can increase their economic power. Somebody put building in the chat. Just put building, building, building. Number 2, investing in community. Black love often extends beyond the couple to encompass a broader sense of responsibility towards the community. This can translate into investing in Black-owned businesses, participating in local economics, and supporting community initiatives, which helps circulate money within the community, fostering overall economic growth. I'm telling you that the computer, this is the computer. The computer sees the value in two people connected better than we do. The computer. A lot of the issues in our community are rooted in the lack of foundation in family. I realized that. I said, I'm writing things down. You already know I write. I'm an author. I got the book Matters of the Heart. I'm always writing short stories, poems, ideas, thoughts, TV commercials. I've been doing that since I've been a little girl. All that to say that I'm writing these ideas, I'm writing these concepts, and I thought to myself, we don't really have as the biggest poverty issue in our community is our cultural habits. Cultural habits. What we determine to be a standard, what's okay and what's not. Imagine you got two high school students who like each other. Now, mind you, by the time you're in high school, you should be liking somebody. But our family grew up telling us, I know you ain't liking nobody. You better keep your mind on them books. Now, first of all, Mom, y'all ain't even looked at these books I'm bringing in this house. That's just number one. Number two, why wouldn't a growing teenager have an interest in other growing teenagers? So conceptually, we're wrong. We're telling our teenagers, well, you shouldn't be looking at that girl and that boy. They should be looking at each other. But the problem is we should be showing them how to handle one another, the right way to handle each other. Oh, okay, if you like him, well, let me tell you this. If I had a daughter and she's in high school and she called, in the words of our mama, and she called herself liking a boy, it's okay. But now I got to teach her how to manage herself and how to manage emotions and how to protect the young man, protect his feelings, how to set boundaries, know what they are, how to not be manipulative, how to not be a liar, how to learn how to be fair. I have to teach her that, because if you're going to have the heart of somebody else's child in your hand, then baby, I got to teach you how to be the surgeon that you are. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But we off track. Ain't no way. I'm listening to the music. I was over here. I was printing t-shirts, listening to Glorilla, Meg Thee Stallion. I just had a rap playlist going. I was like, God damn, I ain't heard nobody say they like nobody yet. It was nothing. F them and get the money. It was crazy. I mean, that's the music. But I was like, yeah, I don't write love songs no more. So anyways, I'm going back here to say that, what chat says, legacy and wealth transfer. Black couples who accumulate wealth are also positioned to pass down economic resources and knowledge to future generations. This intergenerational wealth transfer is crucial for building long-term financial security and breaking cycles of poverty. Somebody put in the chat for me that poverty is in the heart. It's in the heart. How we've been operating as a people in the heart is rooted in how we've been able to live. It's rooted in the poverty-stricken mindset. You think you're just so poor. Effing everything that walks. Oh, I'm a freak. That's what they say. Oh, you a freak, ain't you? You a freak. I remember we was in high school. Like, you a freak. You ain't a freak. You a queen. You a goddess. You a gift from the Creator. Everything about you was divine, designed for empowerment and love. Do not let this world, this society destroy exactly who you are. You ain't no freak. You ain't no hoe. You more than that. Did y'all ever read things about like royalty? Have you ever heard anything about the habits of the royal kingdom, I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this because when you are a queen of a castle, when you are a queen, I know y'all was watching all those TV shows, Khaleesi and all of that, the Queen of the Dragon. But the point that I wanted to make is, in the royal court, when the queen comes in, things stop. When you're eating, when the queen finished eating, everyone put the spoon down. We done. I'm telling you this because some people really they know who they are. They know who they are. There's no confusion about who they are. So it don't matter who come in front of them. They don't have to switch up. They don't have to start talking quietly. I know exactly who I am. I'm not confused about that. And you all should be teaching your children that same thing. Teenage pregnancy is problematic in the community. It may never stop, but how it's formed, Dr. Cress Wesseling said that every Black family who is trying to defeat white supremacy should not be having children until above the age of 30. Now, her ideology is her ideology, but what she said was, if you're trying to defeat white supremacy, if you're trying to get yourself financially established, if you're trying to give yourself education, you can't do it that way. It's going to be harder. It's going to be more of a struggle. That's what Dr. Cress Wesseling said. So because the ancestors love you, they're not trying to tell you that you can't, but they want you to understand that I don't want you to struggle if you don't have to. That's the point of it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and move on. So it says education and advocacy. Black love encompasses a shared understanding of systemic barriers and intrinsic drive to advocate for financial literacy, wealth building within the community. Couples can educate their children and peers on financial matters, promoting a culture of wealth accumulation and management. Did you hear that? Wealth accumulation and management. I want you to take a look at the Jackson Five, one of your biggest famous families in Black America, all have psychological warfare of identity. The psychological warfare of identity. The father, who's one of the most important components to all of the children's success. The mother, she may have been meek and mild, but she understood that the father being here, being present is important. So they parent together. They decided to raise one of the most famous child stars in the world, who transformed his face from the nose to the hair right before America's eyes, and nobody had a problem with it. And here's the thing. Identity, wealth management, how you feel about yourself will help you keep wealth management. Some of you all have given your children everything and they don't give a dang on about nothing you've given them because you haven't taught them values. Values are important. Wealth management. My grandmother, when she left this world, she had a coat. I wanted it. Let me show you all something. Wealth management. My father didn't leave me many of things, okay? Because when he was killed, he was 28 years old. I was 10. So I don't have much of anything that he has left me. And he didn't have anything, okay? But I have a coat that he gifted me one Christmas that's in my house right now to this day. Wealth management. Now, if this coat was also, $85,000, that we would have knew what to do with it, it would have some form of importance. But the value, this is way more valuable to me than just tossing it. This is important. This is a piece. This is something that my father has given me. I'm trying to give you class. Somebody put class in the chat. Care about things. care. I want you to have a sense of care about the things that you have been gifted. And I wish you cared more, because the Creator has gifted you more than even your biological parents, but you don't seem to care. Somebody put care in the chat. Also, I just want to say this. It says the emotional and psychological support. The emotional bond in Black relationships can provide a resilient foundation against let me tell you something. The emotional bond in Black relationships can provide a resilient foundation against economic adversity. That means that when we are properly connected and he loses the job, he don't lose his family too. What's wrong with you? He don't lose the job and lose his mind when we are properly connected. When we're properly connected, she don't lose her job and lose her mind. Because we're more than that. But if you don't know that, you will never have it. All right, let me finish this sentence. Supportive relationships help individuals endure the stress of financial ups and downs, maintain mental health, stay motivated towards achieving personal and joint economic goals. Somebody put in the chat, we need each other. We need each other. I'm never going to go around. You can't pay me to say, I don't need nobody. Nope. You won't get me to do it ever. We need each other. I'm grown, 40 years old this year. I still tell my mom, hey, if I'm catching an Uber, I'm going somewhere. If I'm moving around, hey mom, just to let you know, I'm headed here. I'll be over here for the next couple of days. If you need me, if you're looking for me, this is where I'll be. Let me tell you, I'm connected. I ain't playing no games with this world, with this society. I ain't finna, I'm grown. Can't nobody tell me what to do? No, I'm grown and God can tell me exactly what to do. So if you being led by God, yes, I'm listening to you. But if you being led by Hennessy, if you being led by being freaky, I'm not listening to you. All right, so chat says, overall, when Black couples unite with a focus, when Black couples unite with a focus on mutual economic advancement and community upliftment, they can significantly alter their financial landscapes and create lasting wealth that benefits both their families and the wider community. What makes me sensitive about this is that the computer gets it more than you. That's what makes me sensitive. All right, y'all already know. I had this other story that I wanted to share with you all, but I don't think I'm going to share it. It was a crazy story and it blew my mind away. If it stays on my mind over the weekend, I possibly will share it on Monday, but I won't share it. I want you all to know that we need each other, number one. And number two, I want you all to have a clear understanding that we're much greater together than anything else. And don't let this world play games with you. Don't get caught up in this world and all that it be on, all the games it like to play. The computer knows. Also, too, if you want this screen of these things so you could possibly put it in your dating life, if you want what chat said, just go to madampresident.com and just say, hey, I watched the Madam Prezident Morning Show, and I would like the components that you use to talk about dating and love. We want to make sure that you have all of this because it's important. I want to see you win. Also, do not forget, we do this every Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. This is brought to you by flynubianmoney.com. If you want your Kendrick Lamar t-shirts, I want you to know that I'll be shipping out Kendrick Lamar t-shirts all weekend. The revolution will be televised. I had a re-release. I've been on the Kendrick Lamar wave. That was like in 2016. I made these shirts. After he did the Super Bowl, I just did a re-release on them. That's just number one. Number two, you could go to the Freedom Company, www.thefreedom.company. Also, put in KDOT and you'll get 25% off. So that's that. Also, my book, Matters of the Heart. You could go to madampresident.com and get a free journal download. I told you I write. So one thing for sure, I'm going to always write. I'm going to always write. In the journal, it says, no one is coming to save you. Period, point blank. Erykah Badu said, when you write it down on real paper, she said, shit get real, but I didn't want to have those words on there next to the word God. So I made sure that the developer put things get real. So all that to say, check me out. I'm here. I appreciate you all. Make sure you check out Dr. Boyce Watkins. He does Money in the Mornings, and also Constance Carter at 11, Fly Nubian Queen at 1 p.m. I'm Madam President. I love you. I want you to beat this system. I don't want you to let it be. I want you to beat this system. I don't want you to let it beat you. All right? All right, y'all. I see you on Monday.